and welcome. You have tuned into Buy Now, Sell Now and ET Now. I'm Shrishti Sharma. With me is Cheryl D'Souza. And viewers, this is the show where you get answers for all your stock-related queries. In a short while from now, we will connect with our experts. But before that, let's have a look at the fantastic move on the benchmark indices. And Cheryl, yet again, an all-time high coming in for the Nifty 50 as well as the Sensex is on the roll. And we are seeing that the Nifty Bank is also seeing good recovery from the day's lowest point.
Absolutely. A very good morning to you, Shrishti. And if you look at the markets, yes, holding on to very strong gains. We have hit once again a fresh record high levels. Is looking like we're getting used to this sort of a move coming in for the benchmark indices. We've comfortably above that 23,750 mark. Remember, we surpassed the record high level around the 23,750 odd mark, and now we are inching closer towards 23,800 for the Nifty as we speak. You have the Sensex that hit a fresh record high level as well this morning, and it has actually surpassed the 78,200 mark, inching towards 78,300. Talking about Nifty Bank, that one is also holding on to gains as of now, though less compared to the benchmark indices. Nevertheless, remember Nifty Bank, there you go, a sharp spike coming about in that particular indices as well. The advanced decline ratio as of now looks neck to neck. Talking about the list of gainers, then you have the cement pack that is actually doing pretty well in trade today, and in the cement pack, among the top Nifty gainers is Ultratech, seeing gains of about 3.5% as we speak. You have Shriram Finance, Reliance Industries, HUL, Maruti Suzuki among the other set of gainers, while on the flip side it is Bajaj Auto that's taking a bit easy. Apollo Hospitals, Tata Steel, Hindalco, M&M are the other set of losers in trade today. So what's the picture when you talk about the sectoral indices? Then you have Metal Index, that's the top sectoral loser, followed by Realty and Auto. While on the flip side, you have the FMCG index holding on to gains of about 0.5%. You have the IT index also seeing marginal gains as of now. So that's the way how the markets are looking like at this point in time, Shrishti. But key to note is that the quantum of losing the losses in the sectoral indices is far much higher than that of the gaining. So if you look at the Nifty Metal, which is the top sector loser, is seeing decline of about in excess of about 1% or so, and FMCG index, which is top sectoral gainer, is just seeing gains of about 0.5%.
All right, so that's how the markets are looking at this point in time. But with this, viewers, let's move on and let's start taking all your stock related queries there. And to answer the same, we have two of a very special guests today to guide you better. But before that, just to tell you that you can connect with us live on a WhatsApp number that will be flashing throughout the show on the top of a screen. And you can also write to us on our social media pages of X as well as Facebook pages. So let's get started, and let me welcome Kush Bohra on the technical side, as well as to guide us fundamentally. Saurabh Jain, Assistant Vice President Research at SMC Global Securities, is joining us right now. A very good morning to both of you, and thank you so much for your time. The first query that I have, let me begin by asking the question coming in from B. Soumya from Chennai, one of our regular viewers, and now wants a short-term view, Kush, on Devyani International. She has bought the shares at a price of 161 rupees, and she also wants a short-term view on GNFC. Buy price is 703 rupees here.
Morning, Shruti. Morning, Saurabh. Hi, Cheryl. Devyani International seems to be, in a bit of a downturn. There was a support at the 20-day moving average, which sort of has been negated. The stock is still holding above her buying price. My suggestion would be to exit, at least Devyani International. Now, as far as GNFC goes, the stock seeing fair bit of volatility. There are multiple, support zones and averages converging near the 675, 680 mark. So here, my suggestion would be give the stock a chance. Hold on with a tight stop loss at 675. If that is broken, then you are better off exiting this one. So GNFC hold, and here the stop loss will be 675.
Query that I have is coming in from Padmavati, who's writing to us from Hyderabad. She wants to know, out of HPCL and BPCL, which is the stock that she can buy. She wants to buy 500 shares. We'll just cut across to the Parliament as of now. The Prime Minister is talking there.
Rajnath Singh to second the motion.
All right. Remember that today is a very crucial day coming in the Parliament. That's the reason why we've cut into the visuals. And time and again, we will dip into the Parliament. Remember that we will be seeing election for the speaker position in the Lok Sabha. Remember that this sort of a move is coming in after decades where you have opposition also who has fielded K. Suresh as against the NDA elect or NDA nominee for the speaker position, that is Om Birla. So in a short while, we will also get visuals on that particular front where you will have the Lok Sabha speaker election. But let's get back then to query, and pardon me, Saurabh, was coming to you for this query on HPCL and BPCL actually. Padmavati wants to know which of these counters should she look to buy. Around 500 shares she wants to buy in this in the stock. Which one looks better to you according to you fundamentally, though both are from OMC pack?
Yeah, actually, good morning, Chef. Both are OMGs, and if she wants to choose one, then I think she can go with HPC. There, the valuation comfort is higher than the BPC.
That's the take coming in on HPCL. We're moving on, and the next query that I have, Kush, is coming in from Neeraj Sharma from Delhi, where he has 100 shares of Ratnavir Precision bought at a price of 150 rupees. Is that a hold going ahead, or what is the technical setup looking like for this particular counter?
Pretty magnificent move in the last, I would say, month and a half. In fact, the encouraging thing is that the stock's given a breakout above this 150 mark, and that is on the back of very strong volumes. We are seeing the stock off the highs of the day. 166 was the high today, but we're seeing it come off a bit. But somehow that's been the pattern. It does actually come off the highs, but the run overall is strong. Plus, it's also staring at a golden crossover of the 50 and the 20 DMA. So my suggestion would be hold on to this one. Your buy price is close to 150. The stocks are trading comfortably above that. So it'll be a good idea to hold on with a tight stop loss at 157. Beyond 170 is where you should start booking profits gradually. So hold on. The momentum is strong and the volumes have also picked up off late. So it could see 170 and higher levels, but that's where you should start booking profits.
All right, this next query that I have is coming in from Karishma, who's writing to us from Delhi. HFCL, 3,000 shares is what she has of that particular counter in a portfolio. 105 is the buy price, as well as Unitech, 14,000 shares at a price of 15 rupees per share. She is currently in loss. What sort of an advice would you want to give her, Saurabh? Unitech, I'm not sure why she's still holding into that particular counter in her portfolio. 15 rupees was the buy price. HFCL, 105, what should she do?
I think, as you rightly said, there is no point in holding Unitech. With regards to HFCL, the company is putting up a good shop. I mean, they are able to garner a good amount of orders, and they are venturing into newer businesses. Export business is also doing very fine. So I think it can be a long-term play. She should hold for a long.
All right, for the long term, HFCL is a hold coming in for the viewer. But moving on, the next query that I have is on Zomato. And Saurabh, if you can guide Deepak Jain from Jaipur on Zomato, where he has bought 250 shares, buy price is 187 rupees. What's the outlook here?
See, the valuation comfort is not there. Probably market is pricing because of the turnaround in the business. Blanket business is also going to be, the company will see that business going turnaround. So that is why markets, trying to price in the future profitability, which is likely to come. So in that sense, I think one can hold Zomato.
Right. Taking the next one then, this one is coming in from Pradeep, who's writing to us from Kolkata. He wants to know about a long-term investor is also what he's saying, that he has good profits in Central Bank of India. 300 shares at a price of 28 is what he purchased at Saurabh, and he also has Angel One in his portfolio, 10 shares at a price of 1,559 rupees per share. He's saying he's making good gains in both of them, so he wants to know whether he should now hold it for the long term or go ahead and book profits. What sort of a strategy he should use, and if you advise book profits, then it makes sense to buy Poonawalla FinCorp.
See, I would rather recommend to go for Bank of Maharashtra if he wants to switch from Central Bank, because the valuation comfort is more there in Bank of Maharashtra. Central Bank is a much smaller bank, and the valuations are on the higher side. With respect to the Angel One, I think the markets are roaring and soaring, and the Angel One is also making showing up a good set of numbers. They are able to get newer accounts, newer businesses, and growth is there. So in that sense, I think one can hold entry.
All right, the next query that I have, Kush, is coming in from Prashant from Mumbai. He wants to take on Canfin Homes. His buy price is 841 rupees. The stock is doing very well. But on PVR Inox as well, if we can guide him, his buy price is close to 1800 rupees. Both of these counters are a hold or sell?
Well, as far as Campion Homes goes, there's a beautiful setup that we are seeing, couple hand kind of a formation, and then there's a breakout also that is coming around. So I think this is very clearly a hold. As always, I will suggest a trailing stop loss, which comes at 875 kind of levels. So continue to hold the stocks actually starting to perform after a very long time. And once we see these kind of breakouts come in, after a year or two's gap, then they are, most likely to sustain. So there's a possibility that the stock can head to 955 and 990 levels also. So a very good entry point. Now all you have to do is protect your profits. So 875 is the trailing stop loss for now. Keep raising higher as the stock moves up. That's for Campion Homes. As far as PVR Inox goes, I know he's in a bit of a loss. I am not entirely convinced on the moves that the stock is giving right now. But for what it's worth, the stock actually now broken above the 1425 resistance zone, holding above that. Give yourself a chance. Keep a trailing stop loss at 1380 and see if the stock moves higher. Start offloading some around 1500, and then as it moves higher. So 1380 is the stop loss, but you might not see your profits anytime soon in this one. But keep exiting as the stock moves closer to 1500 and higher.
All right, on that note, we slip into a break on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now with the note that the markets are scaling fresh record high by the minute, 78,300 on the Sensex and Nifty inching towards 23,800 mark. We'll be back after this break.
Welcome back to Buy Now, Sell Now, and let's keep it going with all your stock-related queries then. But before that, let's have a quick look what the markets are up to. So Nifty 50 has scaled past that 23,800 mark, while for the Bank Nifty, roaring ahead with a gains of 270 odd points. But it's the cement bag that is leading from the front. Stocks like Ultratech Cement, and other than that, the rest of the counters from the F&O space, from the likes of India Cement, Ramco Cements, JK Cement, they are doing pretty well today. But apart from that, on the flip side, that some select counters from the auto space like Bajaj Auto as well as M&M and even some of the middle counters are seen to be reeling under pressure. But stellar gains on the benchmark indices. But let's get back to all your stock related queries then. We have both of our experts with us, and the next query that I have is coming in from Nikhil Sharma from Mumbai. And Kush, if you can guide him on Adani Ports, because he is holding 1400 shares, his buy price is 1461 rupees. Can he go ahead to book out profits in this one, or would you advise to hold on this counter?
He'd barely be covering the brokerage cost, I'm assuming, on this one, right? Could be a recent buy or could be a buy at very similar levels. See, on the whole, the setup looks very, very positive. You are seeing some sort of a consolidation in the near term, but that is understandable, given the kind of run that we've seen in this stock, especially if you compare where it was in the last quarter of 2023. So I think you should continue to hold on. If it's a near-term bet, then I think 1420 is where you should place your stop loss. On the upside, you're looking at the 1510 and 1550 as the targets. As I said, the momentum's missing, so it could take some time. But on the whole, the stock on a firm footing.
Firstly, thank you so much, Kush, as well as Saurabh, for actually waiting by patiently while we are covering that news piece. But coming to you now, Saurabh, this one is coming from Vishal. He's writing to us from Dubai, and he wants to know about Borosil Renewables as well as Keval Kiran. He wants a fundamental view on both of them for the longer term. I'm not sure if he's invested in both of them or he's looking to invest. So if he's looking to invest, how are both of these counters looking on the fundamental basis? And if he's already invested, what should it be his strategy?
I can talk only on Borosil Renewable. I think the operational performance is looks promising. I think the company sees good growth coming in FY25. So in that sense, I think it is a whole.
All right, then moving on, and Saurabh, the next query is coming in on Amara Raja batteries, and all these battery manufacturers are seeing stellar gains, even some of the positive developments for Amara Raja as well, wherein Ayappam is already holding more than 180 shares and his buy price is just 826 rupees. Now it's been a doubler for him. Is that a wholesale at this point in time?
I think it is a very long-term story. The way the company is planning out its, growth expansion plans, the recent tie-ups. Yesterday only, day before yesterday, we saw good amount of tie-up. I think it would be good for him to hold for long term. I think the returns can magnify from here also.
This next query that I have is coming in from Indu, and she wants a technical view on Cochin Shipyard as well as Bharat Dynamics. Kush, she's asking, is there any upside left in the near term? And she's looking to enter for fresh swing or positional trade.
Oh, very much. In fact, I think both these stocks have had their share of profit booking just in the near term. Cochin Shipyard, if you see last week, it was at what 24, 25 kind of high levels, and then it slipped from there, and now on the way up again. Even BDL, if you see somewhere close to last month, the high was 1660 odd, and even this is attempting a rebound. Very constructive on both these names. Cochin Shipyard has slightly more momentum than BDL, so perhaps here you could see the previous highs coming rather soon. For both these stocks, the previous highs will remain the first target. So in Cochin Shipyard's case, you have 24.25 as the first target. Once that is taken out, you're looking at a 24.75 as well. As far as BDL is concerned, 1660, the first target, and once that is taken out, 1690 also. So both these stocks on a rebound, this is a good entry point, and you can look at the near-term highs as the immediate targets.
Moving on, and Saurabh, the next query that I have is coming in on Hoodco, where Smita Vikram from Bangalore has bought these shares at a price of 283 rupees. What's your outlook here, and any target price that you have on this particular stock?
See, outlook is positive only. The way the real estate industry is going, and the Woodco is doing a fair bit of work over there. So in that sense, I think it can be a good.
All right, this one is also coming for you, Saurabh. Kaushik Mitra has written to us. He's writing to us from Mumbai, and he wants to know about Ugro Capital. He's saying, with low promoter holding, is it a good counter, and any fresh entry points that you can give by any chance? I'm not sure if you can give that one, but do you think that now is a good time to enter? Wait for some more correction from Ugro Capital.
Company, the business model is quite different here, and the valuation comfort is not there. So I think if you are holding it, you can hold, but I would not recommend to add fresh.
Right. The next query that I have is coming in from K.R. Balan. And Kush, if you can guide him on Polycab as well as Siemens India, where he's making 20% profit plus profits in both of these. But at this point, are they a hold or sell?
Well, Polycab is a hold. We're seeing some sort of a revival in the momentum, in the stock. While it might seem like consolidating, but the bias here is very firmly positive. So on Polycab, you could look at a near-term target of 74.50 and 7600, and you could have a positional stop loss close to 7150 kind of levels. So Polycab very clearly a hold. Siemens too. Here too, we are seeing some sort of a decline in the momentum, but on the whole, the structure remains positive. Here we've got a very clear number 7400 as the stop loss, slightly deep, but that's the level where the stock's taken support a couple of times. On the upside, 7800 and 7950 are the levels to look at. So both are a hold. The momentum is just fizzling out a little bit, but the bias remains positive.
This one is for you, Saurabh. Swati has written to us. She has JK Tires in a portfolio, bought at around 350 rupees per share a year ago. She's saying that the stock is now down about 30% or so from her buy price. Does it make sense for her to stay put or go ahead and book out of this one and invest somewhere else? She has a time horizon of about 2 years.
I think it is a very good company, but at the same time, it is a cyclical industry. There was some bit amount of pressure on the margin side because of the higher cost of raw material. But now I think the things are being stabilizing. So in that sense, I think she can hold for a quarter or two.
All right, moving on then, and Saurabh, the next query that I have is coming in from Neeta Gupta from Delhi. She wants a view on Vare Renewables. She didn't share her buy price, but at this point, is that a hold or sell on this counter?
If she is holding, she can hold, but the valuation comfort is certainly not there. It is a very fancy stock. So if she is holding, she can hold.
This next one is coming in from Kush, who this is coming from Lakshmi, who wants your advice, Kush, on IHCL. She has about 60 shares at a price of 300 rupees per share. She also has L&T in her portfolio at a price of 3,300 rupees per share. She wants to know whether she should book profits in both of these counters or stay put with them. What's your take on IHCL as well as L&T? Do you think that they are leaders in their segment and it makes sense to stay put?
So the first stock is Indian Hotels, right?
Yes. The buy price
Because
was 300.
IHCL per se is not throwing up any number. Indian
Okay.
Hotels, yes. Incidentally, Sherry, we've given a buy on Indian Hotels in our advisory service just this morning. While the stock may be consolidating, I think on the whole the outlook is very bullish here. We are looking at a near-term target of 680 and then perhaps a 695 as well. So continue to hold for this one. A stop loss comes in at 635. So Indian Hotels is a continue to hold. I wouldn't suggest booking out early. Larsen and Toubro is also a hold. While I can understand, this one's testing the patience, but on the whole, the setup is very encouraging. Plus, you need stocks like these to protect, any kind of downside risk. Larsen and Toubro is also a hold. The momentum might take a while to pick up. So have your stop losses close to 3535, and on the upside, the stock has the potential to reach 3695 and 3750 levels.
All right, that's the day coming in on L&T. But with this, viewers, it's time to slip into a very short break in this edition of Buy Now Sell Now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're watching Buy Now Sell Now on ET Now, and let's continue taking your queries. This one is coming in from Sunny, and I believe it is Sunny only. Yeah. And he has a query on Happiest Minds. He has bought about 150 shares of Happiest Minds, and he's been holding it since over a year, about at the price of 850 rupees per share. He wants to know about the technical view target for the next 2 to 3 months. What's your take coming in on this one, Kush, in particular, Happiest Minds? A lot of news flow actually impacting the stock price as well. But what's your take on the charts?
Well, not too encouraging. The stock's actually been consolidating with a stark negative bias for a while now. There was a news, and the stock actually ran up, but it's just given up all of that. There is a very strong support zone from 815 to about 830 kind of levels, where the 50-day moving average is. The stock's closing close to that. Since the stock is very close to his buying price, just under his buying price mild loss, my suggestion would be to exit this one. Not a very clear direction, at least not on the positive side, and hasn't really held on to any kind of positive news that came about. So exit on Happiest Minds.
All right, that's an exit coming in on Happiest Mind. But Kush, what's your medium-term target on Manali Petrochem, wherein Bhavana from Chennai is already holding 100 shares, but his buy price is 98 rupees. It's just at his cost price, but in the medium term, do you believe that it has the potential to give decent returns to him?
Well, a little difficult to decipher, because the price is 98 at the moment, and the price was at 98 close to mid of 2022. So if that's the case, then I think he's been holding on for a while. In either case, the stock is now attempting a breakout above this 100 rupee mark, which is not only a psychological level but also a technical level. And once again, when the stocks break out above these levels after such a long time, then the momentum tends to continue. My suggestion here would be hold with a stop loss of 94. Any break above 100 has all the potential to push the stock to 111 also. So continue to hold with a stop loss of 94 on the verge of breakout. Once that happens, the stock can give you a quick returns, up to the levels of 111.
Next query is for you, Saurabh. This one is coming in from Balkrishnan from Chennai. He wants to know whether he can buy Saxoft and IDBI Bank, or instead of IDBI Bank, does it make sense to buy Karnataka Bank? What's your take on Saxoft first and either of the twos?
Sexoft is not in coverage, and with respect to bank, I would rather recommend Bank of Maharashtra or maybe for that matter Axis Bank for long.
All right. Saurabh, the next query that I have is coming in on Gujarat Ambuja Exports, wherein a viewer, he didn't share his name, but his WhatsApp profile says JD is holding the shares. His buy price is 178 rupees. So, any outlook on this particular stock? Is that a hold or sell? Because he's already at a loss in this particular stock.
Basically, the company is trading in the agri products, and many of the agri products are now giving. There has been a contraction in the margin, and so does the profitability. I think she should wait for a quarter or two, see how the things moving, and then take decision.
And since we have a lot of queries, we are looking to start the rapid fire a bit early today. So let's take a lot of queries, hopefully, in this rapid fire. Then coming to you, firstly, Saurabh, which one should Sudha buy today? Kalpataru Powers or Info Edge for a period of 2 years?
Kalpataru Power.
All right, Kush, what's your take coming in on City Union Bank, wherein Alok is holding more than 10,000 shares, buy price is 165 rupees, hold or sell?
Continue to hold, stop loss at 162, and on the upside you're looking at 176 and 182.
All right, Hindalco is the stock. Kush, you have Rosa who wants to know at what level she should buy this one.
The current level is a good one. It's a good accumulation that's going on. Stop loss comes in at 665 for the near term. On the upside, you're looking at 685 and 692.
All right, Saurabh, the next query is coming in from Rekha, where she wants an advice on IEX, already at a 30% profit, good time to exit. And what are the prospects for Tata Power as well as Suzlon? Can she make a shift to these counters?
I would say book 50% profit and switch money to the company like NTPC or SJP.
All right, this was come from Sri Krishna, writing to us from Hyderabad, has Macma India, the CE Info Systems, 45 shares at a price of 2,070 rupees per share. The stock has been coming down off late on back of news flows. Saurabh, what should he do? Book profits or stay put with this?
Book partial profits.
All right, Kush, your advice on JNK India. Umesh Gupta wants to make a fresh entry out here. Would you advise for the same?
Okay. Just give me a second, please. Yeah, well, at the current juncture, my suggestion would be continue to hold. I think a stop loss here comes in at 840.
All right, HCC is the stock, Kush, 50 to 51 rupees is where it is currently. Any short-term or long-term view that you have on HCC makes sense to buy?
Good momentum. Even the consolidation is with a positive bias. My suggestion, if you've got an existing position, hold for a fresh entry, yes. Stop loss 48, targets of 56 and then 59.
All right, Kush, the next query is on GMR Infra, wherein Shanli wants to know that she's already holding the shares at a 94 rupees. Is that still a hold?
Very much. Now keep your buying price as the trailing stop loss for targets of 101 and 105.
All right, Kavita wants to know about Equita Small Finance Bank, AU Small Finance Bank, which she has at the price of her IPO. What are the long-term prospects? Stay put with these counters or book profits? What's your take, Saurabh?
Book profits in Equita, so continue to hold AU Finance.
All right, Kush, the next query is to make a choice between two counters, Tata Steel or Dalmia Bharat. Chandrasekhar wants to know any of the stock that you like for a fresh buy at this point?
Tata Steel, it's on a decline, so you might want to accumulate gradually. But Tata Steel, stop loss is 165, and on the upside, you're looking at 190 plus level.
All right, this one is coming from Neelam, though she wants a technical and fundamental view. Let me just take your view on this, Kush. Bombay Burma Trading Company, 25% is the profit that she's making in this particular counter. What sort of a target she can keep in mind, or should she look to exit?
Exit partially, and for the rest of the quantity, you're looking at a 2200 kind of a level, positionally.
All right, then with this, it's time's up in this rapid fire session as well as on the Buy Now Sell Now show. Thank you so much, Saurabh and Kush, for joining us today and helping all our viewers resolve their stock-related queries. But with this, it's a goodbye from me and Cheryl and the entire team who put the show together. Thank you so much for watching, but don't go anywhere. Markets at noon will take the action ahead.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.